人就怕你没有梦想，只要你努力是能够实现梦想。
He earned 3 million yuan in 5 years. He said he would drive a sports car to make express deliveries. He also promised to donate to 1,000 rural libraries. And he was known as the most successful courier in China.
我这个一辈子的命运必须要掌握在自己手上，不能掌握在人家手上。
He is a tycoon in the express delivery industry and leads 250,000 employees. He was born poor and built up his business from nothing. He manages a large modern enterprise relying on kindness from his fellow villagers as well as friendship and kinship. He aims to make China's express deliveries honored and respected.
总有一天我要自己创业当老板。现在的我正在为我的梦想而拼搏。
He has just turned 20 years old. They are his idols. He works hard and strives to make progress. He would like to be one of them someday. They, together with 2 million Chinese couriers, are realizing the Chinese dream through their labor and wisdom. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and the start of Dou Ligor's working day. Every morning, more than 4,000 parcels from all over the country are brought here for unloading, code scanning, sorting, loading on trucks and other processes. After which, Dou Ligor and his colleagues send them to the recipients. 41-year-old Dou Ligor operates the Beijing Phoenix city branch of STO Express and manages more than 40 couriers. The site radiates across a district of about 10 square kilometers, which is home to at least 10 other express companies. Today, express services have become an indispensable part of Chinese people's lives. 2 years ago, China surpassed the US and became the leading country in terms of its total turnover of global express businesses, with the total number of domestically delivered parcels increasing to over 20 billion in 2015, an average of 15 parcels per capita. This is an unusually cold winter. The outdoor temperature is minus 10 degrees Celsius at 8 a.m. and the couriers are ready to set out for work.
今天啊是特别的冷，然后我们大家克服一下，坚持一下，咱们把最后这几天最艰难这几天度过去就完了，咱们就平平安安回家过个年，踏踏实实的。所以说一定要路上要小心，注意安全，人身安全，快件安全，别剐蹭啊什么的。好，大家准备，咱们出发吧，来吧。来，慢点啊，小心点，来。
As a boss, Dou Ligor remembers the days when he made deliveries by tricycle. 3 years ago, Dou Ligor was just an ordinary courier like his employees. But he delivered parcels until he accumulated his first million yuan. It's hard to believe that a courier can become a millionaire. People may wonder how Dou Ligor did it. Xiao Wang finishes the sorting and loading the truck almost at the same time and begins his daily deliveries. Xiao Wang is in his early 20s and comes from Hebei. A year ago he came to Beijing along with another villager and found his first job as a courier. The area Xiao Wang is responsible for includes 2 residential quarters and 1 office building. These days he's familiar with every path and building.
这小区有59栋楼，今儿大概要派40件左右。第一个件是要爬一5楼。 这小区呢人数比较老，行楼都比较多，约大概得10多件，基本上都是4楼5楼的。哎，你好，农村快递的。
Xiao Wang told us that there aren't so many parcels to be delivered today because the Spring Festival is approaching. Usually, the daily amount is about 60 to 70 and may increase to over 100 on peak days around the November 11th online shopping festival, requiring more than 10 hours of work.
我这每天大概粗略算一下，要爬30层楼左右。像双十一忙的时候吧，这一天要爬70层楼左右，都是一路小跑，都从楼上下来那腿打哆嗦，站都站不住。反正这也是当锻炼身体了就。
This morning, Xiao Wang has been busy until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, when he can squeeze in some time for lunch before continuing with his deliveries in the afternoon. Xiao Wang says he's got used to this pace. In China, there are more than 2 million couriers like Xiao Wang who run around cities, streets and lanes providing home delivery services. Their hard work brings convenience and happiness to thousands of households. The middle-aged man who strides to a rostrum to warm applause is Lai Mei Song, the founder and president of the company where Xiao Wang works.
中通家人们，大家晚上好！非常感谢参加2016中通网络工作会议。首先向所有莅临今天会议的代表和25万中通人表示热烈的祝贺和衷心的感谢。13年前，我和介法、商学兵、小邱一起，怀着对未来美好生活的向往，创办了中通快递这家企业。但是，绝对没有想到中通会有今天这样的场面。
This is a really big event today. There are more than 800 regional site representatives and partner representatives from all parts of the country. And it was also in the same meeting hall this morning that more than 10,000 managers at all levels and courier representatives attended this annual work meeting of the company via live online video.
5年前，我们在总体的满意度、实现率和申诉率都是在10家规模快递企业的第7、第8位的位置。我们跃居到了第3位的位置。
The company was built up in difficult circumstances, with only a few people, several vans, and an initial fund of 500,000 yuan. The company has now developed into one of the top express companies in scale and strength in China, with 250,000 employees, total business volume of more than 3 billion items, and sites covering 97% of cities and towns in China. When he thinks of this, Lai Mei Song can't contain his excitement. Lai Mei Song is not usually very talkative, but on a night like this, he opens his mind to his colleagues who have worked side by side with him for decades.
我想，第一个重要的力量是诚信的力量。诚就是诚实。我们的商业团队都是从农村里上，我们农村里具备3个情：乡情、友情、亲情。我想就是这样的淳朴的情感带到了中通。我们诚实，我们不欺骗，我们不虚伪，我们真诚待人。所以，中通有一句话：因为信任，所以简单。相信的力量。
In fact, the process from the seed to the flourishing of China's private express industry was extremely short. In 1993, a prototype of the first express company emerged in Hangzhou, China. In a short span of 20 years, the private express industry emerged and has developed and grown at an amazing speed. Besides SF Express of Guangdong, the leading companies STO, YTO, ZTO and Yunda, known as the 3 TOs and 1 DA, account for more than 60% of domestic market share. But what is more amazing is that all the founders of the 4 companies come from a small county in Zhejiang Province's western mountainous region. After heavy snow, Tonglu County is more beautiful than ever. With the Fuchun River crossing through it, the county looks even more vibrant. With a long history and gathering of talents as an ancient county, Tonglu is reputed as a place of fine spirits and talents, with a natural and unrestrained state of civilization. Today, what Tonglu people are most proud of, and the thing which fills the world with awe, is the fact that China's express delivery enterprises originated in this beautiful county. Gewu village is a small mountain village in western Tonglu. The hometowns of almost all the founders of the 3 TOs and 1 DA companies are within a 10-kilometer radius of the village. The whole family resettled in Shanghai long ago. Even so, any small thing that happens in Lai Mei-song's hometown will affect him emotionally. The snow of the day before yesterday lasted a day and a night, coinciding with a sudden drop in air temperature. Lai Mei-song is concerned about the elders living in the village. His home is far away at the end of the mountains. It takes more than an hour of mountain road climbing to get there. And it is along this very small road that Lai Mei-song walked out of these mountains 20 years ago.
当时的时候，我做快递呢，也是受了我们这些同学的影响，特别是商学兵，他原来在做温州申通的，然后他一直鼓动我要去做快递，就98年、99年的时候就要去搞个城市做主，因为呢，那个时候呢，我这个木材生意做的还是非常的可以，就是比较安逸嘛。
With heavy snowfall blocking the streets, Lai Mei-song has no chance of taking this route. This is a mountain road he was familiar with when he was young. At that time, his family lived in a bamboo forest on a mountain slope. As a child, he ran in the mountains with his friends, searching for bamboo shoots, large leaf bamboo, walnuts and timber. To make a living when he left school at 15, Lai Mei-song began to take the search for good quality timber more seriously. Dependent upon the local resources, the timber business brought Lai Mei-song early success.
那02年的时候呢，确实这个桐庐快递已经发展了啊，已经有些规模，特别是申通已经做了风生云起，就很多的全国各地大的城市都已经布底，而且效益还很不错。那我们就上马去干，想法呢非常简单，就是人家能做好，我们认真去做，我想一定能做好，就是抱了这么简单的想法。然后我跟介法他们商量的时候呢，我们2个人因为本身一个村的啊，这个从小的就是8兄弟，我们2人还是比较自信的，就是从小就自己出来创业嘛。
Lai Mei-song only goes back to his hometown to see the lady he calls his aunt. The day before yesterday, he heard that the temperature in the mountains had fallen below -20 degrees Celsius. Heavy snow has sealed the mountain passes and interrupted the traffic. Lai Mei-song is worried that his aunt's kidney disease may flare up again. He wants to persuade his aunt to move out. Gewu village has become well known and wealthy. It is home to hundreds of entrepreneurs and more than 10 billionaires who started express delivery businesses. Countless families with millions in assets live in the village. Every old person in the village, whether or not members of their family work for ZTO, will receive presents and red envelopes containing money from Lai Mei-song every mid-autumn day and during the Spring Festival.
我们这个地方哈，你看17户人家，其实我们造这个房子的时候都是帮工的，不用付钱，就是村子里都是他们出工，大家一起造。就这个村里呢，就是一家人一样的氛围。以前我们这里很热闹的，每户人家都养猪的嘛，每户人家杀猪，整个村里人吃餐饭，是这样的。然后这个时候，农村里要开始做糖，就是你这冻蜜糖啊、泡蜜糖、番薯丝糖、这个芝麻糖，然后每户人家做糖的时候，大家都可以去吃，就是有这种浓浓的乡情味道。这个跟我现在在外面创业，实际是在这里成长的关系是非常大的。
你永远也叫不醒一个装睡的人，你永远也敲不开一扇陌生的门。但是我呢？大家好，我是窦立国。
Being on TV as a guest and conducting interviews are an important part of Dou Ligor's daily life. He has even been interviewed by 3 different media companies in 1 week. Although he doesn't get paid for this, Dou Ligor always enjoys it. This exciting way of living started about 2 years ago. In January 2014, Dou Ligor took part in a program called Who's Still Standing, run by Jiangsu TV for the first time.
裴多菲的诗句“若为自由故，二者皆可抛”的二者指的是生命和什么？
生命和爱情。一个金加二，黑色齐齐哈尔，上马，楚汉之争。
我们有点出乎意料，周立国你太厉害了。
Dou Ligor only had a primary education, but defeated the Peking University graduates in the knowledge race. This won him much acclaim and gave him confidence, satisfaction, and media and public attention. This photo records the scene of the public listing of the Alibaba Group on the New York Stock Exchange on September the 19th, 2014. As one of the 10 labor models in China's express industry, Dou Ligor was invited by Jack Ma to attend as one of the 8 bell ringers. Soon, invitations for interviews, TV shows, and guest appearances from various media companies came in great numbers.
3位老师好，现场的观众朋友们大家好。
慢点说就行，没事儿，不用怕什么粗粗啊什么的，我们都可以剪的，是吧？您录这么多节目，你也知道，是吧？
行，我努力，肯定会那什么，放心吧。
那我相信今天豆豆一定会给我们带来属于他的精彩的人生故事。
好，谢谢。进大街，走小巷，穿行在北京市的每一个角落。那时候我骑车骑得特别快，能骑到30-40迈。从中关村到国贸，20多公里的路，我半个小时就能把快件。
Although every interview involves his stories of Gold Rush, in which he recalls his experiences, Dou Ligor never gets bored. He is willing to share his success and happiness because he considers this to be a way of spreading positive energy.
马云的话是在中间，这个是他写的，然后这边是叫古永什么我忘了，这个字念枪还是念古永枪，他是优酷的总裁。然后下面这是
A year ago, people learned about Dou Ligor's sports car dream. Every show he appears on includes this topic. However, many people don't know that Dou Ligor has just realized another dream recently.
那天有个朋友告诉我，你得去打蜡给这车经常。原来呀，确实是想买一个大黄蜂，但是后来考虑到大黄蜂太小，奔驰的话大一点，全家的人都能坐到里边，还是家庭为主吧。因为一直真的是有个梦想是开跑车送快递，为什么呢？就是我们干这个行业虽然是一个不起眼的这么一个工作吧，但是也能实现你自己的这么一个梦想。我开个奔驰出去送快递的时候，真的会有很多人他会去回头去看，说哎，你看看他送快递的都开一个奔驰，真的是我觉得是能激起来很多人的这种梦想。
After work, sitting in his new car driven by his wife, Dou Ligor is a little excited. He still remembers to deliver a batch of parcels to his clients.
今天预判的量是3000票啊，那下午到了1100。 我以前一直开的是手动挡的车，这个车刚买嘛，所以说担心怕给它划坏了，因为新车还有点新鲜，所以说现在我得练一阶段我才能开。
Later, Doligor admitted that he hasn't driven the car yet because he hasn't got a driving license.
人就怕你没有梦想，你老想着说，哎呀，我骑个自行车就满足了，或者是怎么着的，那你就没有动力。你像原来我们骑3轮车的时候，刚刚挣到一点钱，我们就买了一个松花江的小面包车，没有钱借钱买的。我记得当时我还，把我那个信用卡是刷了9000多块钱，这9000多块钱还了能有1年才还完。
In fact, Doligor has bought 6 vehicles of various types for his company over the years. They are all used for work. For daily commutes and other trips, Doligor takes the bus, subway, or uses his bike.
我其实也是想跟更多的人去说，你在北京啊这个城市永远是能够实现梦想的。像我们就是最好的这个例子，没文化，没背景，什么都没有，但是呢，就是有力气，肯付出，愿意劳动，那肯定就是能够，买奔驰，买宝马，只要你努力，什么都能买。这是一个有梦想的城市。
The annual meeting of Warburg Pincus in China takes place at the China World Towers. Founded in 1966, Warburg Pincus is a world-leading private equity investment group, with investments totaling over $50 billion invested in nearly 1,000 enterprises in 35 countries. Those invited to the meeting today include leaders in charge of enterprises in China that Warburg Pincus has invested in over the past year. They will give keynote speeches which will be considered as an evaluation of Warburg Pincus's investments by investment experts from all over the world.
华平的同事，大家好，非常高兴啊，能有这个机会给大家介绍我们中通的情况。从来没想到过这个，因为我是一个地地道道的农民，书读了很少，一个农村里出来的，想不到有。
Yesterday, Lai Mei-song was walking along a muddy road in his hometown. Today, he is standing in front of these famous international investment management tycoons. Lai Mei-song looks confident, calm, and composed.
我们从08年的3.5的市场份额，到10年6.6的市场份额。近5年我们从6点多的市场份额到15%的市场份额，而且一直持续增长。我们认为这是非常了不起的一件事情。
我们华平其实在中国物流企业这个关注了很长时间，这个现在我们所有的快递公司基本上都有过这个研究或者是接触。中通呢，它创始人带给中通的这种文化、这种分享的文化、这种透明的文化、这种共赢的文化，创始人他的个人的这种性格和他的这种价值观是会对这个模式产生一个很深远的影响的。跟他的这个类似模式的竞争对手比起来，他整个的成本的控制，员工的这种满意度，还有他的这种发展的态势，其实都是比他的竞争对手要好很多的。这个其实很多都是从这个赖总带下来的这种文化上的传承。
大家去看这个通达体系，大家都认为是一样的企业，其实它的内涵是不一样的，很多的东西是学不来的，就你的精髓是模仿不去的。比如我们中通共享的理念，感觉还可以。我是这样的，我是遇强则强，遇弱则弱，
很难的。你现在投资人有办法说？绝对。
我还觉得那些东西。好，谢谢。
最近这2天天气比较冷，那么安全这一块上面必须要讲一下。
Today, Shanghai Central Meteorological Observatory reports that the temperature in Qingpu district will fall to -7.3 degrees Celsius, with a northwesterly wind of 12 to 24 miles per hour. In such bad weather, sorting parcels in open areas is really a tough ordeal. Walking around and looking over the sorting centres is Lai Mei-song's daily work routine, regardless of the weather. No matter where he is, ZTO has more than 70 large sorting centres and thousands of small and medium-sized depots across China. 10 consecutive years of extraordinary developments at extraordinarily high speed give Lai Mei-song confidence. Indeed, from a new startup to an industry-leading enterprise, and then to one receiving international investment, it's easy to see why Lai Mei-song is in high spirits. So it's inevitable that he will hear some comments about himself. Lai Mei-song was successful in the timber business because he was in the right place at the right time, and now his booming express delivery service is also in the same situation because of his good luck. He is always so lucky. Lai Mei-song laughs off this gossip. He never denies that sometimes he is lucky, but the great hardships and dilemmas in the pioneering work he went through are never far from his thoughts.
第一天57单啊，后来一天79单，第三天100几单，很多的点做不下去就赔钱。我参了很多股，你像北京啊、武汉、天津啊、大连这些城市我都有股份的，我就钱给他们，你们去做，包括我的家人、我爱人啊什么都要求我退出去，就是不要干。然后没办法退，因为我就这样讲，我们如果退了，就是扔掉的话，第一我是跟我爱人讲，中国版图你是不要待的，因为牵连到很多的家庭。他们15000拿来做快递，就是其实农村里来讲也是全部加单。这样做下去，他一家人有活干，而且慢慢会好起来。那就是冲了这个理念，绝对不能退。
Although he said he wouldn't quit, how can he change the current passive situation? Lai Mei-song used to spend all day thinking about how to keep one step ahead of his competitors, companies like STO, YTO and Yunda.
我们就在想这个如何要有突破。那个时候呢，我们第一个新的创举就是推有偿派费。原来呢就是互免派费，你杭州不管收多少件，比如到湖北，你必须要给我派掉，但是我是不给你钱的。你到杭州也是给你免派，但是我们认为这个机制不合理。如果这种机制下去，东部做的人很多，中西部就没有人做，就发展不起来。我们这个时候呢就推出相互结算派费，能够让中西部地区迅速发展起来。
Almost all people interested in the express delivery industry know that ZTO is the first express enterprise to put the delivery charges concept into practice. They later carried out a series of innovative measures, such as deficiency payments for secondary transit charges, inter-province network buses, and integrated shareholding system transformation, which were absorbed and imitated by rival companies. ZTO is known as the industry pioneer of innovation by its competitors. It's very busy in the ZTO canteen in Lai Mei-song's home every noon and evening. The meals are all homemade and cooked by Lai Mei-song's mother.
我们开始创业的时候呢，因为这个开始没食堂，就是人也比较少。那个时候就是大家一起买点菜聚，那这种感觉呢一直延续到现在。我们很多的时候呢就是工作的交流，然后一起吃饭的时候呢就把这些工作给它处理好，就是一种家的氛围这个中通本身就是同建共享、建设和谐的中通大家。那我们这里吃饭呢，其实今天人还不太多。多的时候站的也有，坐的也有，就20-30个人，就这种氛围。
Lai Mei-song has to rush every time he comes back to Tonglu. Even so, he will still squeeze in time to visit the site. ZTO Homeworld is an important part of Lai Mei-song's idea to build up the ZTO family and practice the idea of share for common development. He attaches great importance to the first project of the ZTO Homeworld because this is the land of his dreams.
这项目呢是什么？就是寄得住乡愁，大家在一起创业的，在外创业的中通人能够老的时候我们能够在一起。我们在外面创业的时候，我们家的老人小孩大家能够相互照顾。
2 years ago, Lai Mei-song bought this land in the best location in Tonglu County. A few months later, 200 ZTO people and their families prepared to move into these spacious, bright new apartments.
让中通人呢感觉到这个既有浓浓的乡情亲情，然后又让他们感觉到有实惠。我们这个基本就是成本价，就这个高房子就是5000。 桐庐这个地段的房子大概就要7、8千，让他感觉到在做中通有一种自豪感，有一种尊严。我们未来还会在其他大城市去做这样的项目。今年有可能合肥我们就会做这样的项目，让我们在合肥工作的中通人也拥有这样一个家园。
Relying on the concept of harmonious sharing, Lai Mei-song set up a mutual trust between the managers and workers in the company. Whenever there are conflicts and problems, he tries to handle them in the way he resolves family conflicts. Although he suffered losses economically and was sometimes wronged, what gives him comfort is that it was this kind of tie of kindness among fellow villagers, kinship and friendship that helped him resolve many crises again and again. This philosophy allowed his company to develop into a stronger one on a larger scale.
我始终认为我们做中通，这个是大家的中通，不是哪一个人的中通。既然历史赋予我们这个责任，就是我们一定要把它做好，就必须要有创新的机制，要使这帮人有使命感。
There was just desolation here in Qingpu, Shanghai, several years ago. In the near future, there will be 3 buildings standing here, which will be the headquarters buildings of ZTO.
我们这里3栋，后面2栋呢是做商业的，未来的就是这里的食堂什么都市场化，就是我们。
Not far away, the newly built building is the office building of SF Express. Other leading companies in the express delivery industry have also settled in Qingpu. Lai Mei-song hopes that the number of ZTO employees will grow to 1 million in the near future, and that the ZTO brand will last for hundreds of years.
中国快递其实能够做起来，就是农民的梦想。如果不是这群很朴实、很吃苦。 一定是没有今天。
赶往那边，往那边走，那边还有空。这还真沉。好，咱们上车走了，出发，走，快。
Do Ligor sets out again early in the morning. His destination is Chengde County in Hebei Province, which is more than 200 kilometers from Beijing.
早上好因为车里边没有话筒，我就大点声跟大伙说一下。然后今天我们去承德，辛苦大家这么一大早就过来了，因为我们去年在承德这边已经捐了差不多有将近10个小的图书馆了。然后16年呢，想在那边呢想做的更大一点，捐的更多一点。 然后今天是一个启动仪式，就整个我们16年在承德的活动，今天是第1场。
Do Ligor spent 2,000 yuan renting the big bus. More than 40 volunteers from all directions have come to Beijing. Although they don't know each other, they have one thing in common. They are admirers of Do Ligor. Do Ligor says that the greatest benefit of appearing on TV is becoming better known to the public. Over the last 2 years, the emergence of Weibo and WeChat have increased the number of his followers to more than 100,000 people. Now it's much easier for him to call for more people to participate in public benefit activities. As long as he makes an announcement, the crowds always turn up to support him.
这个挺偶然的，我就10年的时候，我那时候当快递员嘛，然后我有一个客户，他做公益的，然后他就跟我说，哎，你看能不能跟我一块儿去？第二天就挺受感动的，就是一些因为生病啊，或者因为这个家里边没有劳动力啊，造成的贫困的这些家庭，然后去了以后，一个是当地人就是挺感谢你的，反正就挺感动，觉得说，哎，你看我们这么一个在社会那个上工作的一个普通的一个人，也能做一些有意义的事儿。
It's freezing cold in the winter in northern China. Although it's snowing, the villagers offer a warm welcome to their guests coming from afar. Mounting the platform and addressing the audience are not difficult things for Dou Ligor. He has done this many times. He can make a polished, impromptu speech without any preparation.
In
the last few years, as well as visiting Hebei, Dou Ligor has also been to many frontier provinces, including Xinjiang, Yunnan, Guangxi, Inner Mongolia and Heilongjiang. He says he is always running around in one place as a courier and had never predicted that he would travel around China so much, engaged in public service activities.
那天我还统计了一下，光15年我就在全国各地这个跑哈，光坐飞机坐了5万公里。来，好了，来咱们这快抬吧，往里边装吧。哇塞，这还挺沉。
This time, Dou Ligor is sending more than 5,000 books to Zhangjiazi village. The books were donated by warm-hearted residents in Beijing and carefully selected by Dou Ligor and volunteers. This is the 37th rural library donated by Dou Ligor and the donors he organized.
这套书人家捐的一个全新的一套，这女孩买完之后没看，一整箱新的，当时就捐了。可以，这套书好几千块钱。这儿有一本了，那个。对，当时他还送了我一本我写的书。好多人也说，那农村现在还有孩子，还看书吗？我说实际上你没到农村去，因为农村的孩子毕竟说现在是生活还可以，就是温饱问题那都没问题了，吃饭呀什么的，穿衣服这些都没问题。但是呢，不是每个孩子都配着有电脑啊，像城里的有手机啊，他有那么好的东西能去了解外面这个世界，有互联网啊。农村还没有这些，那看书呢是农村孩子了解外面世界一个很好的途径。他原来他也欺负这个鹅，这个鹅呢就把它驮，就是他骑着这个鹅就飞走了。有个蚊子，杨姐，杨姐，杨姐在不在呀？
妍妍没在。
啊，他没回来，他让今天过来说拿衣服，说放不下了。
对，这儿呢。
His day always begins like this. With the express delivery business handed over to his wife, Dou Ligor takes time to engage in public service activities.
10年到12年这阶段呢，我是做志愿者，然后就是一个，我觉得就是一个学习跟这个参与的这么一个过程。然后到12年呢，开始自己呢弄公益项目。从12年到现在16年吧，我们捐出去的衣服至少要超过150万件。
周边的居民呢，就是说对于这个献爱心这个事情特别的支持。他说家里放了好多，我都洗得干干净净的，都特别支持。以前
老有人打电话。
对，特别的支持。所以咱这边呢，就是基本上一星期就是满满的一车，有的时候一车都拉不下。
Driver Liu is also a warm-hearted volunteer. 2 years ago, Dou Ligor hired Liu to help with his public service efforts. Dou Ligor bought this small van to use exclusively for the delivery of donated clothing and books. Every day, Dou Ligor and Liu shuttle through the streets and lanes of Beijing, collecting clothes, books and other donations from each site. There are more than 70 donation receiving sites in Beijing which take all week to visit. Douligor has become more and more widely known and increasingly popular. But then he encountered a problem. There wasn't enough room for all the clothes and books coming in trucks each day. So Douligor spent 60,000 yuan renting a 200 square meter warehouse.
然后这边的话就是，大家捐的一些书，我们会把它码整齐，然后最终呢会把它装箱，然后每个箱子上呢会写上多少本儿，适合什么人看的。对很多公益组织来说，最大的困扰就是它的运费成本特别高。但是呢，我是做这个行业的，同样是寄1万件衣服寄到云南，那有可能他们会用15000块钱，那我有可能3000块钱就差不多就够。我这人就是做公益的想法，其实真的是挺简单的，我们就想着，做这些事儿自己能高兴，然后做点有意义的事儿，然后家里边人也觉得说我在做有意义的事儿。因为你做公益，我觉得最终的目的实际上是说帮助别人，但是最终的目的是帮助自己。另外一个就是有责任，你有社会责任。
Having just received his salary and bonus, Wang Qingliang is about to set out on the journey home. Although the work was hard this year, it was substantial. He suffered from both bitterness and injustice, but most of the time he was happy and succeeded. It's been a whole year since he saw his parents and grandparents. At this moment, Wang Qingliang knows that after 4 hours he'll enjoy the moment that gives him the greatest happiness of the year. Driving his new Mercedes, Douligor goes back to his hometown to be with his family. He chooses the biggest pig he can find for his family's Spring Festival meal. From Kaoshantun to bustling Beijing, from being a courier to the most successful courier, delivering parcels in his Mercedes, to his devotion to public service, Douligor is on a simple and clear life path. He considers his greatest success to be neither the money he has made nor the expensive car he has bought. His major goal is having the perseverance to keep his dream alive. Lai Meisong is still running around. Before the Spring Festival, he has to visit the company's different depots, as many as possible. He says that there are many couriers who have no time off for the Spring Festival holiday, and he wants to give them encouragement through his own actions. On the way, Lai Meisong receives a letter of admission from Hupan College. It's a newly built modern college aimed at cultivating a new generation of entrepreneurs. After the Spring Festival, he will become a student of Jack Ma. Lai Meisong once said that he was a low educational achiever because he had no chance to receive a proper formal education. But now, through constant learning to enrich himself further, he can keep up with the pace of modern life and business. 13 years ago, Lai Meisong arrived in Shanghai and began his journey to realize his dream. 8 years ago, Douligor started his business on a tricycle in pursuit of the same dream. Today, Wang Qingliang, together with millions of people with their own simple dreams, walks along the same path. They may succeed, or they may continue on their current life paths. The fulfillment of their dreams may lie far off in the future, but with perseverance and self-belief, they may one day come true.